last time on GameGrumps.
Mo is so funny, and Max is amazing.
Maya, you're not selling it to me.
And Ben, not to mention Regina being the cutest little thing I have ever seen.
Regina, I don't really like her too much.
Are you sure about that?
That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love. Yeah, it's Trilo that loves her.
Oh, that's stupid.
Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the GameGrumps.
Hello and welcome back to GameGrumps, the show where Aaron and I make jokes.
Really?
I was trying so hard, like, don't say love, don't say love. All right, so we're in the middle of the trial. You probably, well, just watch the other episodes.
Yeah,
they're all
yeah.
numbered. It's easy.
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
Shut the fuck up. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something.
He's cracking like driftwood. I mean, obviously. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Probably Regina, right?
Well, yeah, if he's in love with her.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Wait, she's 16?
I don't know.
How old is Ben?
Ben, well, the puppet's probably like 2.
Well, the puppet probably came from a tree that's like 1,000 years old, so... Dude, what the fuck is up with this case?
I don't know, man.
All right.
I didn't fucking write this shit.
Neither did I. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person.
The monkey.
Starts like throwing shit at everyone. Oh God!
Is that an objection?
And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Maya says Regina.
Right.
Am I mistaken?
Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
God, his chin is like one slope when he like turns to the side. Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. What? What kind of fucking judge are-
Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
What?
The puppets just fly apart. Alright, that's my favorite thing that's happened so far. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
No!
Did not, though.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the- Oh, God.
There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not the biggest fucking cuck? I mean, look at you. Waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house.
I was.
Oh.
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
But you're a fucking puppet.
Yes.
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
Yes. The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You ought to judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain. Humph. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. How would a puppet sign a marriage license?
Don't be so surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
No, you fucking don't.
You were going to propose. You. A puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right.
It's not right.
Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. What?
What the fuck is happening?
What does one have to do with the other?
Exactly.
You're not alive!
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
What?
Okay, Mr. Wright. Please continue with your cross-examination. Sigh. I remember when I was a young, not alive puppet.
What was with that sigh at the end?
All right, here we go. Totally normal case with normal characters who are fun to listen to. And press. What was it exactly that you planned on giving to her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give to a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
I think I'll survive. Engagement ring? Wait, yes, that's what you give when you propose to someone.
Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Everyone's been hit by it 40 times.
Yeah, just fucking do it. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human.
I advise you to cut this argument short.
Okay.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
Okay.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. So anyways.
I want to throw this thing into the fire.
I was jerking off into a cup.
All right,
I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose. I propose.
And, well, it looks like you don't have it on you anymore. Whoops, my bad.
What do I do now?
I pressed the wrong button.
I'm sorry, I can see nothing faulty.
I pressed the wrong button.
Unfortunately, I'll have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, no shit, you're on the wrong track. Yeah. I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. No, it wasn't. I have it. Again, I have it.
Me, baby. Me.
Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Oh, are you mad? I sure hope you don't double team me.
Slowly turns around. Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
What difference does that make?
Why then do I have it right here?
Fuck that.
It'd be great if he was just dead now.
What is going- Great question, Judge. What is going on here?
That's Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault?
Funny stuff, Judge, but no, it's a monkey.
Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming for him. To him.
Mr. Quist, I prefer if you would avoided slandering my innocent fiats in my court. What is a fiat?
Like a currency. He's talking about money.
Oh.
Well, Your Honor.
Please don't insult the money that was stolen by the monkey from the ventriloquist dummy being powered by the man who wants to marry an underage girl. I'm trying to keep this court really fucking cool.
Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can and gather them up.
Shiny things?
That's what I just fucking said. Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Feed them into my veins.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up at the plaza. God, I mean, look at Ben. What a cuck.
I guess you can fuck my wife.
I'll just be in the corner, watching.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Ooh.
Ah, yow. Oh.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with that.
What?
Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted anything. Not I, Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? On account of you got a hand up your ass.
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. And unbelievably hard to believe.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
The writers do not know what they're doing. Prove an important point. What point could that possibly be?
His testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until now the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money—
Oh, I'm flying! We're going into Mach speeds!
there was no one watching the plaza!
Oh, it's cold.
Oh my god.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you ever, when you were younger, or now, I don't know, I don't care what you do.
Sure.
Did you ever watch like a porno, but like everything about it was boring except for like a half second, and then you just like rewind that half second because you're like, this is the awesome part.
Well, I think most pornos are like that.
Yeah, but it's like a weird thing where the girl like smiles cool and you're like, oh, sick.
I can't think of any offhand, but I mean, that must be the case, because don't like porn videos have the same thing YouTube has where it's like, oh, here's the part everyone skipped to.
Yeah, but that's always the nut shot.
Oh.
I'm talking about like a weird thing. It's what when Vaughn Comer does the like, I'm like, oh, she's human after all.
Yeah, you really like that. That's the second time you've mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's alright. Maybe she has fever chills. She's certainly shvetting.
Sure.
Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's more of a big theory! It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. White. Should you just object to the judge? Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any proof that something slipped past this brilliant mind, vigilant ventriloquist?
Yeah. No! Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene, you fucking idiot dope.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant alive.
witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Oh my god, they're gonna collide at these speeds.
Yeah, they just slowly merge into each other and just kiss.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
And you could make a cup out of the wood.
What? How dare you? I couldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. Just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. And for extra clarity's sake, I'm going to address the living human being, not the fucking dead puppet.
You have to have lived once to be dead. Ha! I've told you so many times.
I wasn't Trey.
You'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You have a point.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Oof, that's gotta burn. A fucking burn like that.
Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
I forgot you were here.
Yeah.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
Like every now and then she just chimes in like, do you believe what's going on right now?
You realize you're talking to a puppet, right?
I'll give you that. I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in that plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. And they were good presents too. I spent like 50 bucks on them.
Christmas.
I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
Well, I know which one to press.
He's like nodding off because he's old.
Judge?
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him.
I'm sorry? Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him.
I'm all confused. I've had enough of this ridiculousness. Let's get the monkey and the clown on the stand. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you that, good evening to him.
Whoa, did you really?
Hold it!
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the court. Are you fucking kidding me?
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. The evening greeting, obviously.
Yeah.
That's what we've been harping on. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt.
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max.
In grade school, I was busy discovering my feelings for Edgeworth.
But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? I've got tons of pictures I drew of him.
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I could give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony. You know, the one in the ventriloquist act that I just banned from the courtroom.
I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 symbols.
What does that mean? Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
the Star of David, the Cross of Jesus, and like the Aerosmith wings.
Yeah, the McDonald's M.
Yeah, the McDonald's M.
That's your sponsor.
That's a way better stupid third thing than the one I was trying to think of.
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you very much.
What?
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else.
You're fired.
There has to be a hole in his testimony.
There has to be a hole somewhere in his testimony.
Oh, it's right here.
I'm surrounded by them.
But do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we have is a leaf.
So you can stick with. Okay.
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
All right, time to go to work. Crack Snuggles. Okay. Oh, right. This was the night that he fucking beat him over the head with a fucking bottle. So why would he say good evening to him?
Oh.
No, fuck!
You're such an impatient button presser.
God damn it! Well, I thought the LB was like go back, but no, it wasn't. All right.
There's no way I could mistake
I
somebody.
just have to make sure I don't object. Objection!
Son of a bitch!
Alright. How do you like them apples? Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most. A kerfuffle.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with somebody getting clunked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? 76% clunked over the head, if you ask me.
Dude, he'd be so fucked up. Like, do you know how hard you have to get hit with a bottle that size to have it shatter over your skull?
Yeah. It might be like a show bottle.
Maybe, but then he wouldn't be knocked out.
Yeah.
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Speaking of which,
Yeah.
before we handle that, let me assault and batter you. We should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. I'm talking huge. I'm talking Bodon Honkaroos. I'm talking Hodon Bonkaroos. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this little would just go up and say good evening to his rival.
Go,
How many times is that puppet gonna fly apart? Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him as the crime scene?
Yes.
Yes!
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person.
Yeah, I mean, it would either be he didn't see anyone or he saw a different person.
It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of seal is that? Well, you know, the picture we keep looking at where they're wearing Max's clothes, but you can't see the face because it's all shrouded. You know.
The correct one.
Oh, shit!
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica.
But the clown or monkey!
That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
What in the world? You... Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening then?
Yeah. Russell Brand!
What? He looks different.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Judge, fucking pull it together.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. The puppet does want to marry that person. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Case closed.
Dressed in Max's clothing and about to bash himself over the neck to the point where he'd die.
The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct?
I just have to get this out of my head because, like, it's just in there, but people won't care. All this Russell talk reminds me of Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Broncos. Of course. And they say, what people always say is let Russ cook. Like, don't tell him what to do. Just let him do his thing and he'll win the game. But he was having a horrible year last year. So all the memes were like him in a chef's hat that just said, let Russ cook. And then they show you like what he's cooking. And it's a bowl of Cheerios with 2 uncooked hot dogs floating in it. I can't get that image out of my head as I try to concentrate on these words.
Let Russ cook.
It's so funny. Okay, plot, please continue.
Gulp! Answer the question, Mr. Quist. We've already forgotten what it was.
Yup.
Order. How do you respond to this? Poorly.
Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant with 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now.
Hi-hat, crash cymbal, and ride cymbal. Yes, we know. That was a drummer joke.
Yeah.
The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
Oh, what? Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think I finally wanted the point of this one! Fuck!
That is very unfortunate. Oh.
No!
Man. That's her I'm about to kick you in the nuts stance.
Yeah.
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... But? Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. The monkey!
I call to the stand this sign that has Maximilian's face on it. Hey guys!
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. I'll allow it. I don't know why. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Like if they're a monkey, shave them. Court is now in recess.
Make sure their bowels are clean, so that there's no shit for them to throw.
If it's a clown, you know...
Make sure their bowels are clean.
Like they call the clown to the witness stand and like the little car pulls up and like 40 of his friends come out and he's like, no, this is all wrong. Stop.
Okay. There's nothing like comfortable about this screen that's in every game.
What do you mean?
Well, it's like, you'd expect it to be like this kind of place where you like would hang out.
Could kind of chill and relax.
Chit chat, but it's like this fucking like transient liminal space where there's like guards standing at a door. Like there's nothing like fun about it.
Like those ashtrays that you haven't seen in forever next to that couch. Whoops. Did you just drop your butterfly knife?
Yeah.
Boy.
It's a Bali song.
Okay. I'm going to pretend I know what that is and keep working.
A Bali song.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
Like they're doubting him. Like, I don't know. It seems like you fucking did it.
We talked about it yesterday, remember? He has more earrings every time I look at him. I was in the ringmaster's room. That's you.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
Looks like all the shit that he would be wearing is right by the door.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
Oh yeah, he has his hat off and his coat. Yeah.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means?
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Yeah. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Heh. Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange?
You do smell.
If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat.
My silk hat.
What about my cloak? Where did that go? Why am I sweating profusely?
Double,
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. But I decided on murderer. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
I would like Chick-fil-A. And I'm not going to ask you if any of you want any. I'm going alone.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Perhaps no one will notice that Dan is using the same voice for me and Max. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with an unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire scene.
Oh, God.
Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Oh, his name's Mo. Curls.
Larry. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
Is he gonna have the sad clown makeup? No, it's just his normal ass sad whatever. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Okay, everybody. What? What?
In West Clownadelphia, he was born and raised.
Did he say that shit?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I have to read this. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what the joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? Times 10. But a couple of clowns who were up to no good. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m., the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor, please. Please put humor in quotes. Okay.
Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court.
Maya, stop.
What a bummer!
Stop standing up for these lunatics.
I gotta get this fucking screen to stop going to sleep.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. Even clowns who can make people laugh. Never mind. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing?
Dude, he has become the Jonkler.
Oh my god, that's right. He dips his French fries in iced creme.
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
You can't comprehend his twisted mind.
His twisted.
Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out. Well, I'll make sure that no one on my staff will be your straight man. Wait, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe? Just say his lines.
Just laugh, please. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
Wow, so that whole thing was just fluff?
I guess, or just like well, maybe it's setting something up for later. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went back straight to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. Maybe it was the monkey. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
No!
Clap, clap, clap. Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized.
I don't know about that.
It's just the word of one clown rapidly losing it. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Ha! That must be because of my insincere smile.
Okay.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
That smile. That damn insincere smile. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony, or I'll fucking leave you!
What?
What? I know that.
They're not together.
We're not?
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court.
She moves the cursor on Facebook from dating to it's complicated.
Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Aya.
He is guilty of murder.
I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. And what did you see, you fuck? You just happened to glance out of the window.
You could say that. You could say also I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep fucking pressing, you fucking clod. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? I can't say that they do.
It's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, you were like, I saw somebody that wasn't Max.
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah! I forgot about that! You forgot?
Looks like this motherfucker forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window.
Your Honor, I'm going to put this finger into the clown. And we'll just see where the night takes us after that.
Starts moving towards him. He's like, ooh!
Stop!
He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Oh wow! That's not something you just forgot to mention.
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Please revise your testimony.
They should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that was what made me take a look outside. Okay, there you go. That's new. Oh, alright, you're gonna press him already?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say... Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary? Doe, how'd you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like a... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yup, that's what it sounded like, honestly! Someone getting hit, huh?
Like the sound of someone getting hit with the truth?
Oh, damn. What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though.
Oh, were they?
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
Oh, did he? You said you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head.
Yeah, so what would the thump have been? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. What you did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Help. Well, I
got nuts in my throat.
I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo?
Fucking Mo.
Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Remember where this finger's going.
I will not permit you to harass or enter my witness in this manner.
Objection!
You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown.
His finger's gotta go somewhere.
Because if you don't, you know what's waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Oh, whoa, a $5.
Damn.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be, men, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Men?
This has to be the right... This has to be the right thing. It wouldn't threaten you that badly unless you were like...
Onto something?
Yeah, exactly. Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Yes.
Of course I do.
He heard a sound before he saw it.
Yeah.
I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony!
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that. Where are you going with this? Is it to the extremely obvious conclusion that he wasn't looking out the window at the time?
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, then what the fuck, man? There's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
Yeah, you're a fucking lion-ass clown. Piece of shit. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Oh. That was an A-Team joke.
Yeah.
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
God, jump scare me every time. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well, you're back from your jog? Well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. Yes, and we'll see it happen more next time on GameGrumps.
Oh, man. This lady in her puffy shoulder sleeves tampering with witnesses.
Oh, I can't wait to see you tamper.
Okay.
Tamper more, Queen.